Hi everybody, my name is GingaNinja and welcome back to my survival series. In today's episode, I wanted to work on this little front part that we have in front of our house, and I wanted to incorporate some of the new tree leaves that were in 117, the azaleas. So I want to get some moss blocks, and then I want to be able to grow up some azalea trees so we can get hold of those leaves and we can get them into these trees here. So that's what we're going to do today, is figure out how to get them and grow them and go from there. So while I'm just grabbing some supplies, I'll just let you know a few things. If you're not sure where to get an azalea from, I've got a sapling on there. If you don't know where to get moss blocks from, you get them from shipwrecks or wandering traders, and I've not had any luck with wandering traders, so we're gonna go have to find some shipwrecks. But I mean, we'll get some treasure as well along the way, so we can dip our toes into that at the same time. But I'm just gonna grab myself a little bit of wood. Could I? Yeah, just take that with us, just in case, you never know. I'm gonna put our armor on in a second. I'm gonna make a boat because we're gonna be looking for a shipwreck. We are gonna have to go into the sea, so we need a boat. Otherwise, that should do us. We've got a shovel for a little bit of digging sand out of the way if we need to. We've got our weapons, we've got our armor, which we're gonna put on right now. And got ourselves a bit of food, we've got a boat, we've got some spare wood just in case, you never know. Otherwise, beds as well, we've got our bed. We are going to go look for a river. Now, I know there's a swamp that way, so I just feel like I want to go and try the swamp and see if an ocean's the other side of that. I'm literally rolling a dice right now. So we made our way to the swamp and I found a pumpkin. I'm not 100% sure if I do have any pumpkins or pumpkin seeds, so I'm just going to take that with me just so that we can start growing that when we're back and ready. That won't be a today's thing, but if you see it, grab it, right? Oh, and look at this place open up to an ocean and a shipwreck. Excellent. So yeah, we literally just came out of the swamp just there, so that was a good roll of the dice. And we're gonna have a look in this shipwreck, see if we can find some moss blocks, but if not, hopefully we'll find some decent loot and maybe even a treasure map where we can go see what that treasure's hiding for us. Okay, so we're in what is the captain's quarters. We've got a treasure, well, a chest, sorry, right here, and this has definitely got treasure in there for us. Yes please, I have all these irons and all these emeralds, thank you very much. Which is great because I've got to make a axe, so we can actually make an axe now to try and get through all these woods to find chests. So let's do that real quick. So now that we have an axe, moving on as if I did actually bring one with me, we're going to go down to the lower depths and see if we can find any more chests. Now they're going to be hidden in sand if we are going to find any, so we're going to have to dig in. Try and get some of these before we get in the water. Hopefully that's the door leading to the underbit, and with Minecraft mechanics, yes, for some reason you can stand in the door and you can breathe. So if you ever have to do anything underwater, bring a door with you and you'll be fine. Treasure map, look at that, buried treasure map. So we're definitely gonna go find that. Some paper. And a clock, a nice handy clock. Right, hopefully we've got one more chest we can find in here, which should be... maybe we're going through this way. Under here. Oh, there it is. Ah, no moss. No moss. Okay. So we had no joy with that shipwreck. Let's follow the shore around and let's see if we can find ourselves another... Huh. These are underwater ruins, which are definitely not underwater. And I can see the chest there. So, I mean, it'd be rude not to, right? Some more coal. Excellent. Some more wheat. Even better. And a lure 3 fishing rod. Nice. Okay. Well, that was a happy accident, right? Anyway, as I was saying, let's continue the shore around and let's see if we can find ourselves another shipwreck. That's just land. Okay. Look at these. We've got some dripstone from last episode. These are underwater. These look interesting. So I just found another shipwreck. So let's get down into here and see what we can find. I'm probably going to go straight to where the door is, just because we're underwater, so we can save ourselves a little bit of breathing time. But let's get ourselves the axe. Let's have a look in these. We've got ourselves another buried treasure. So let's see if that's any different. That is different. Okay, so we'll keep that one. Take the papers. I'm not worried about the feathers right now. We do have another chest hopefully above us. Be a little bit further in. Right there. Nice. More things. More stuff. Brilliant. Loads more iron. That's what we like. And then we're going to need to go and find this other one, which is literally just behind this... I kind of went into swim mode then. Won't talk about it. We need to go over to this chest here. And let's see what this one holds for us. Moss! Beautiful moss. Okay, great. Let's get rid of that. And potatoes. I think we needed potatoes for our farms, right? I think that was what we were missing. So this has been a good trip so far. We've got ourselves some moss blocks, which is brilliant. That's the main target of what we wanted. We've got ourselves a couple of buried treasures that we might come back and do towards the end of the episode if we've got time. We've got ourselves a pumpkin, potatoes, loads of iron, emeralds. Yeah, really good. Really happy with how this has gone. Okay, so I'm back home. I've emptied my pockets. We've got our moss blocks. We are now going to need ourselves some bone meal. So I'm going to grab up what bones I have and that bone meal. And we need to go and find a spot where we can do this. Okay, so I've come down to the bottom of my mine because this is also going to help with clearing this out as well. So you want to place down your moss block, and then as soon as you bone mill it, certain blocks are able to, so all of these actually, gravel won't be able to, and there's some few things, but most of these overworld blocks will turn to moss when you bone mill the moss. So like this. Beautiful. And this is the thing that we were looking for. So this right here, going to F3, and we can see on the right hand side that this is a flowering azalea. And then you get another one which is not flowering, so just an azalea. And then these things you bone mill and they turn into a tree. So we're just going to take that for now. Let's clear out these grass. And we also get moss carpets. So you can see right there, moss carpets. So it's going to give us some good texture changes and that, and we can also hide a torch underneath, so we have to do some lighting up there as well, and we can place these down to make it look like it's just normal grass. We're actually hiding a torch, so I'll show you that as well before we finish up today. But let's get ourselves a few more of these azaleas. So we'll do another one again. This is a non-flowering one, so it's just an azalea. Okay, so we've got ourselves two of each of the flowering azalea and regular azalea, and what we're going to do is I'm going to grow these down here. You don't have to have these on moss, you can grow these on normal dirts as well, but I'm just going to do this down here so I can tidy it back up afterwards and not mess with anything above. We've got ourselves some shears. Let's get ourselves some bone meal. Now these things will never turn into large trees without being bone milled. So you can place these all over the place like little shrubs, which I want to do eventually. I want to do that as well up there, but I've only got the two at the moment. But yeah, so all you want to do is just bone mill it and it will turn into a tree. There we go, and place a torch on it apparently as well. So there we go, we've got these flowering azalea leaves, which you can see on the right hand side, flowering azalea leaves, and there we just have azalea leaves. And that's how you get those. So I'm going to strip this down and then dig up the logs as well, and then I'm going to do the other 3 plants as well. Okay, so I've just grown my last azalea tree, and I've got myself a few stacks of these flowering, well, I got nearly a stack of the flowering azaleas and a couple stacks of regular flowers or leaves. So these last tree, I'm going to remove the logs, and I'm just going to let this thing decay naturally, because the thing that this tree will drop, where some trees like oak will drop apples, that kind of thing, and their saplings, this will drop azalea, the flowering azaleas and azaleas as well. So the two little like pruned bushes is what this thing drops as the leaves decay. So that should be all the logs that I can see. Yeah, and it should start decaying. So I'm going to let this decay and we'll see what we get out of this. Okay, so all we got from that was 1. So we might end up doing a few little bone meals here just to see if we can try and get, there we go, a couple more. Okay, so we've got 5 flowering, 8 regular, and quite a decent amount of carpet. So let's head up and let's start integrating these things. So I've been playing around a little bit, and because obviously there's such difference in the green from the azaleas, and I've been using spruce leaves as well, so I need to be kind of sparse, I feel like, with these azalea plants just because of how overpowering green it feels like. I've also sprinkled in some oak leaves, but I think it's okay. I think if we're using these sparingly, they just pop enough and they're not overpowering. So I do like them. I do. I'm going to stick with that. I'm probably going to do the other trees in between episodes, but for now I'm just going to pot around these azaleas. Just a little bit of growth. I got rid of the sweet berries just because I was panicked always running through here that I was getting bit by my own sweet berries. So yeah, I got rid of those for now. Okay, so torches and carpet. I have a mod installed which allows me to see light levels on the floor. If you want me to do a video on how to get this installed on your system, then leave a comment below and maybe I'll look to do that one day for you. But for now, yeah, so this light mod, it just shows me the light levels on the floor, and it makes it a bit easier for trying to work out what needs lighting. Like there's a massive strip there on the path that isn't lit. So we're going to choose ourselves a spot, maybe like around here. We're going to drop a torch, and then what we can do is place the carpet on top of the torch, and that'll just sit there nicely like that. And then we've got these all lit up around here, and then what we could do is just add just a few dotted around, maybe some moss blocks as well, just so it's lowered. You get that kind of different in heights, and this is also then reaching into this as well. Okay, slight change of plan. I went ahead and did the other trees as well. It was kind of bugging me that I hadn't done them, so I wanted to see how they all looked. And I like how we're just getting these bits of green popping through. And I've gone around and I've added some sort of deeper in the tree, so you kind of just see just there popping through. So the light green that is the azaleas is just getting dimmed down a bit between the spruce leaves. So I kind of like that. I like that, and then obviously we're getting it on the outside as well, so it's getting a bit of a brighter green. So I like how this is looking. So the next thing I want to do today is I want to go and find these buried treasures. We've got the maps for them. We might as well go find ourselves some good loot. So I need my boat, which I think I might have accidentally dumped. Okay, so we've got food, we've got our boat, we've got ourselves some of the treasure maps, a bit of wood just in case, you never know, bed as well, and a random item frame and 2 bits of leather. Maybe we'll leave those. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to head back over to the ocean, which is over that ways, and we'll get on with trying to find these buried treasures. Okay, we're here, we're in the ocean. Let's grab our first map. Both of them to have a look. And yeah, we're both... that one might be closer. Okay, so what you want to do when you have a map is that you're basically holding it in a north facing upwards direction. That's how you're always going to be holding it, so facing that way. Then on the map is still facing up is north, so north is there, south is down. So according to this map, we are in a southern eastern direction to where we want to be. So as long as we travel in a northwest, then we should start to make this map appear, and that's what we want to do. So to check which way we're going, we can bring up our F3. Right now we're facing west, that way is north, so we're actually kind of facing the right way. So we just want to start heading in this direction, and then once the map starts to fill in, then we know we're close. Okay, so I've just checked, and now we've moved along the bottom, so we're going to go a little bit more northern. I wonder if this island here is going to be this island that's in the middle on the map. So I reckon the treasure might be on that coast there. Yeah, it's filling in. Okay. Okay, so it wasn't quite where these birch trees are. We kind of went past it. So it looks like it's where this gravel area is. So basically what you want to do is get yourself as centered as you can on this X. Line yourself up as much as you can. It kind of feels like it's going to maybe be around here. And then just start digging. There it is, we found it. So I was just a few blocks off, so you just need to have a little bit of a dig around and you will see it eventually. Let's see what we got. Wow, 4 diamonds, more iron, some gold, TNT, heart of the sea, that's going to be useful maybe in the future, some more emeralds, and some cooked salmon, because that's where you would find cooked food, is a chest underneath the sea. And then if you want the chest, obviously that's an extra chest for you, and I tend to take them as well. So you make one in the future. And that's not bad loot from our first chest. That's not bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this map, just so I don't end up trying to find the same one again. And then we're going to go ahead for this one. Right, so where's our little blob? Our blob's on the right hand side. So I reckon we want to go west for a little while. Might be just this little bit here, by the looks of things. And we are going to be somewhere around there. I reckon we're pretty central with that. So let's go and have a look. There we go, straight away. More diamonds, thank you very much. More iron, more gold, another heart of the sea, and more cooked fish. And let's see if we can break this before we drown. Please, 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 please. Break. Swim, 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 swim. Yeah, we'll get rid of the buried treasure map, and here we go. So there's 2 treasure maps, and we've got ourselves a little bit of emeralds. Would have preferred a little bit more, that's fine. More diamonds, love it. More iron, gold, a random TNT. I'm sure we'll make use of that. 2 heart of the seas, and what you use these for in the future, if we come to that, is you make a conduit, which gives you underwater abilities. And just like that, we're back home again. So let's, well, no, we're getting a good stock of diamonds. I'm liking this. We might be able to repair these diamond picks, especially this silk touch one. Yeah, that'd be nice to have silk touch again. And just like that, our pockets are nice and tidy again. So one thing I'm going to go and double check is see how our infinite lava is doing. Good, good. Right, so let's nick that. Maybe let's drink this milk, just so we can get access to these 2. And what I'm trying to do is restock up my stone stockpile, so that I can get back to work on this, because I'm completely out of stone. And by cooking cobblestone, we're getting the stone back. And I've got plenty of cobblestone. Plenty. So I'm just doing this just to keep these turning over. I'm going to try and cook up as much as I can, and then hopefully we can get back to work on some of the ravine thing, water, river. Yeah, that'd be cool. So there you have it, guys. That's moss blocks and moss carpets and azaleas, and also treasure maps. If you come across treasure maps when you try to go find the moss blocks in these sunken shipwrecks, I think they look great. I really do like them. I'm excited to use them more in the future for other builds as well, especially the moss blocks. I think they're an interesting colour. Kind of like, if you look at it close enough, almost radioactive. Maybe a radioactive zone of some kind. Interesting. Guys, that's all I've got time for this week. My name is GingaNinja. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, then please maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and come along for the survival series journey. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.